To all the California wire. See what the blessings relentless explore when everything's ready. RockNRolla Ryan Buckley coming to you live from Darkwoods Con 2010. I'm sitting here with Michael Berryman of the Hills Have Eyes fame. Michael, how are you liking the con so far?
I got to tell you, I am very, very happy to be here. It's one of the friendliest towns I've ever been into in my life. Kentucky kicks it, brother. I'm real happy.
Excellent, excellent. So, so you're having a good time so far and everything?
Having a great time.
Excellent.
Southern hospitality, it really is the real deal, folks.
I'm glad you like my home. I really am. So, anyway, got some questions for you. First and foremost, you are most notably known for your role as Pluto in The Hills Have Eyes. And how did you come upon that role?
I received a phone call from Peter Locke. Actually, my agent had gotten a query, and then he said, "Yeah, go ahead and give Michael a call." So I went down and had a meeting with Wes and Peter, and they told me about the McBean family and the urban legend of the Hills people, and I was intrigued. And also, look, as a working actor, I just finished One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I wasn't sure, how the career would continue. And so he told me the story, and we went out to the Mojave Desert, and it was hot in the daytime, cold at night. Wes impressed me right away. He's such an intelligent fellow. He was a teacher, of course, and
right.
A good writer, real sinister sense of humor. Peter Locke is just a great director and just a real funny guy, a lot of fun to be with. Well, we went out there with a very, very limited budget, and we didn't... we didn't have the motorhomes and the masseuse and the champagne and...
none of the glam and glitz of present-day Hollywood.
No, it was gritty and very physical and hot in the day, and at night we just froze. And a lot of the white bread family that we the Hills people wound up calling them, the family on vacation that became our dinner, maybe. I won't cop to nothing. They, as actors and just regular people, they complained, and it was rough for them. Well, so we just used that as a vehicle to harass them, and we we were not, well, we're friends still to this day, but during production, we were kind of rough on them, which really paid dividends to the grittiness of the film,
right.
And also at the end when they start taking care of business. I think some of those kicks were meant to be real. It was a hell of a lot of fun.
So were there any good pranks that you guys pulled? I mean, any antics that are notable?
Well, there was one day we were having lunch. We were sitting down in this ravine, and that rattlesnake. I lived out in that area at the time,
right?
And it wasn't a regular rattlesnake. It was what's called a Mojave green, and they have like cobra type venom. It's neuro and muscle toxin. So I was aware because I lived in the high desert and went hiking a lot, and so you got to know what you're looking at. And these city folk actors, one of our actresses actually went and picked up the snake that got loose, and I started seeing people jumping out of the way, and I'm going. I talked to the guy who had the rattlesnake, and he was a local fellow that I guess Peter and Wes said, "Hey, I need a rattlesnake handler." Well, this was not a licensed rattlesnake handler. This was a guy that had rattlesnakes as a pet. And he took a fishing monofilament and sewed the mouths, his mouth, so he couldn't open enough to bite you with his fangs, and also he could still breathe, etc. Right. I said, "Gee, how nice."
Yeah, right.
It is your pet. And the actress grabbed the snake, picked it up, and went to hand it to Peter Locke, and I swear to God, he just about fainted dead away. So I went up to the guy later, and I go, why didn't you just get a regular rattlesnake? And why did you have to get a Mojave green? He goes, oh, you know? I go, dude, I only live like 20 miles from here out in the desert, so. But, so it was dangerous.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
well, I worked 4 times with Wes, and Invitation to Hell with Susan Lucci and Bob Urich. That was cool. It was a movie of the week. It was kind of fun, and of course we did Hills 1 and 2, and then we did a neat movie with Sharon Stone and Ernest Borgnine called Deadly Blessings in Texas. That was very cool. Rob is one of the most organized producer-directors that I've ever worked with. And I asked him, I said, you know, I come to the set, I have my call sheet, you're getting all the shots done, you're getting all the coverage you need, you're giving me just enough direction to where I can be creative, thank you. And sometimes, you know, directors go, no, just exactly this narrow vision. I go, okay, I'll do whatever you want, but if I can be creative, that's super.
Right.
And, you know, it's like a musician and a band. They said, no, do all your cover songs exactly the way they are on the radio.
No, it's very important that you're, as an actor, that you're allowed a little bit of leeway.
Thank you. And Rob is right there. And I said, how did you get good with these skills? You know, being in a rock and roll band, etc. And he said, well, I swear to God, he goes, with the band and all, he says, I do all the front work, make sure all departments are in communication with one another and everything we need, because when you got people on payroll and they all show up on the set, you better have everything that you need to get the day's work done, or else your investors are going to go, this is a business, you know. It's art, but it's also a business.
Absolutely.
And he said basically that he had to be the grown-up. So, you know, he doesn't drink, he doesn't misbehave,
Wow.
He's a hard-working guy, and he's very creative.
He sounds like a stand-up.
And I'd work with him anytime. By the way, Rob, you promised me at the Igor Awards that I would be in your next movie, so...
and I mean, you can
put up, dude.
You can hit me up too. I mean,
sure.
So, do you have any upcoming projects coming out? Or
oh, yes, I do. I'll be working on one day shoot in about 2 weeks on the next Scooby-Doo.
Oh, awesome!
I will be Zombie Brain is my character.
Excellent.
And then I go right up to Canada to star in a movie, indie movie called horror film called Below Zero. I'm a butcher. I have a butcher shop. My son is a serial killer, and I love my son, so I take the victims and I make them into sausages.
Excellent. Well, I mean, I'm getting a little hungry right now, so Michael, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
You ready to go eat some people?
Let's keep that between us.
You got it. Signing out, kids.